Alright, chat, welcome back. And this is what I look like. I've been sick, had internet problems. I'm still pretty sick. But I wanted to put something Pokemon Sleep related out. I'm working on a Unite video and such. But we're getting towards the end of the Legendary Beast rerun event. And I wanted to talk about this event and just kind of the way that I've been approaching it. And talk a little bit about how I feel like the legendary Pokemon are a little bit of a scam. Not actually, you know, it's a free mobile game and you can do whatever you want with it, but these Pokemon are literally just a resource sink. They're very strong, but a lot of times with the Pokemon that you can get on your team for so much cheaper, it just doesn't make a ton of sense to invest up every single legendary Pokemon. So I'm going to tell you why I have not seen a single legendary Pokemon this event, nor have I tried to. I'm on Greengrass Expert. Currently, my number one goal in this game is build my Expert Mode area bonus, so since it has come out, I have been going to it every week, so I'm at 20% area bonus. And I'm just gonna be going here every single week to build up the area bonus. That is my goal. Area bonus is a difficult resource to come by because you can only get a maximum of 5% a week. And right now, Expert Mode is the only mode that I don't have maxed out area bonus on. So with the new island coming soon, in November, I want to get my area bonus for Expert Mode up as high as possible. So I have gone to Expert Mode for both weeks of this Legendary Beast event. Number 1 for area bonus, number 2 for Dream Shards. Dream Shards are a really valuable resource. They're the only thing that you can use to power up Pokemon, as well as the currency for pot expansions. Which, if we do get another pot expansion with a new island, I imagine we will, that is going to be extremely expensive. It took me months to finally upgrade my pot after the most recent pot expansion to 69 max ingredients, and it's gonna be so much more expensive than that. And I feel like one of the reasons I feel like the legendary Pokemon tend to be a little bit more scammy is because powering them up and having them actually be effective requires so many Dream Shards. And I'm going to show you. So, my Pokemon box right here, sorted by RP. I have a Suicune who I've been trying desperately to get to level 50 for a long time. And just, I'm hoping to just sink the rest of my mains or Pokemon materials into the Suicune just to bring it up to level 50, but it's a very, very strong Suicune, all things considered. It's got the speed, it's the best thing I got. Let me show you over here. Let me just pull up the Suicune. The unfortunate part about it is it's got EXP gains down, which could be very detrimental to upgrading it. So it's at level 48 right now. It needs 1425. And I have 95 candies. So, to get it to level 50, I'm going to need 65 more candies, 22 handy candies, etc. And 13,000 Dream Shards. Now, on Greengrass Expert, this is pretty easy to get to. Looking at level 60, I need about... or not, this is EXP, excuse me, 46,000 Dream Shards to get to level 50. Almost 1 million Dream Shards and almost 2,000 candies if I want to bring this thing to level 60. So it's gonna take so long and so many resources. I have already invested the main skill seeds into this guy, and honestly, I haven't even used it in this Legendary Beasts event, even when the favored berry matches, because it just doesn't give me enough skill triggers, and I have other Pokemon that are stronger. So I'll show you on my teams what this looks like. Let's see. Let's delete a session here. So this is, let's see. Let's go with what I kind of have set up this week. My Charizard, and I've got my Pawmot. Excuse me. Jeez. I cannot seem to shake this little cough. And I am using a good camp ticket this week, but I have Electric Favorite Berry as my most favorite berry. And I've got the, this one, the Berry Strength one this week. And I've got Curries. So, you know, I'm not making the Inferno Corn Keema Curry every single meal, but I've just been making what I can make. And it's telling me I'll get to Master 7 with this team, the best team option that I have. Let me see. Move this over a little bit. Wow, I suck at this now. Hello. Alright. Can we see? No. We can't. There we go. That's better. So this is the team that I've kind of been running with. It's telling me I'll get Master 7 on Green Grass Expert. Maybe I will. I don't know. The meal calculation thing is always still something that confuses me. But if I were to, I don't know, let's say we try to make it more water focused of a team with the Suicune. If I throw the Suicune on instead of Char, it goes down a little bit. Wait, does it? Does it go down? 37. Yeah, it goes down about 200,000 strength. So, the level 48 Suicune, we still saying to get to Master 7, but, you know, the meal coverage is much less, and we lose about 200,000 strength. Let's try to make it more water focused. My next best water Pokemon to throw on the team probably be my Vaporeon. And again, we lose out on so much strength, even pulling in the water Pokemon for the Suicune to use on the team. It's getting about 4.25 triggers per day. That's pretty good, but we're still ending up getting so much less even with the extra water Pokemon on the team. Obviously, we need my healer. Ampharos is not going anywhere. Let's put on Blastoise. He's really strong, gets me some more options for meals. Master 5, we're losing so much this week by trying to run Suicune. So let's say then, switch it up. This is my main favorite berry. We got water type berry as my main favorite berry. And let's even make it a better outcome for Suicune and give us the skill chance up. Now, still Master 5. We got the skill chance up buff. The main favorite berry is Oron Berry. We're still only Master 5 here. Maybe we switch out, even switch out Ampharos. Try to make as much of a water type team as possible. Put Blastoise here. We'll pull in Golduck. It's pretty strong. Master 5 still, even worse. Let's put on maybe Vaporeon. Master 3. We're really not doing too great. Now let's not worry as much about the water Pokemon itself. Maybe we just go with the whatever I have that's strongest and just throw the Suicune on there. So we put on the Dene. Okay? Let's, you know, this team looking pretty good. My Ampharos is crazy. The main favorite berry on Fraligator is great. We've got main favorite berry here. Master 5 still. Still Master 5. If I take off Suicune and I put in, let's see, let's put Charizard back. Master 6 with Charizard. because I've got more meal coverage. I could put in maybe a berry Pokemon that I have that's really strong. My Typhlosion is level 50. Master 5, it's still better. And my Suicune is fully invested. It's one of my highest RP Pokemon. And still, I'm not able to pull in as much with the Suicune as I am with just putting together a team of other Pokemon that I have that are easier to come by. Like, Ampharos is a mainstay on my team. He's gotta be there because it's just so powerful. Palma is my main healer. I've also got a Gardevoir, Wigglytuff, and Sylveon that I could always pull in. Feraligatr is just, if I want something that's water, Feraligatr is just gonna be a better option. It's not to say I don't use Suicune. I do love skill specialists. And, you know, obviously my Suicune could be a bit better if it had a skill trigger in its sub-skills. It doesn't until level 75 here when I can get skill trigger M. But even with that, a level 48 Suicune, if I put a level 50, let's try that, with like the most optimal setup for what Suicune could give me, level 50 on this thing, still just doesn't do that much better. I'm getting a lot of triggers, but even like with the skill trigger buff, if I had it, but still, it's just not gonna be as good. And I'm just, you know, you sink so many biscuits into it. Now I think because my electric setup is so strong, the option for Raichu could be better. And I'll scroll down to what my Raichu is. Currently, I am investing it until level 50 and then minting it. So I have my second mint reserved for this guy. Because of the main skill chance down nature. And I like, it's very good. This Raichu is probably overall better than my Suicune if I can get it invested up to the level 6 main skill. And it's really fast. And it's got the helping speed, berry finding, and skill trigger. So let's take a look at that. So here's Bro. He is right here, level 44. Let's say he's level 50. Let's say I get him skill trigger him. And let's max out its skill. So now this one is doing much better. It's only getting 3.68 triggers per day, but it's just showing how much the berry focus matters. I have Raichu still. No, not Pikachu. Hello? Raichu. So if I ran like a fully electric type team, I would be pulling Master 6, even with electric berry not being the exact favorite. If I go back to this being the exact favorite, I go back to what I have this week. I put this. This is actually doing just as good as like the team that I'm running if I get this Raichu to level 50. Now, let's say I mint it, and it's got no nature. Oops. We'll just put it on a neutral nature. Now it's getting about 4 triggers per day. And this gets me up to Master 8. So the Raichu option is definitely better. And I invested in the Suicune way early, like well before realizing, you know, the mints came out and realizing that this Raichu is actually very, very viable because of the berry finding and the helping speed. But this is just gonna take so long to invest everything up. So many resources. Main skill seeds, dream shards, candies, experience. Let's go back to... not that. Let's go to back to the EXP table. So the reason that I haven't minted it yet is because I need that EXP gains up to be there, to make it less resources. So here's my Raichu. EXP gains up nature, level 44 with 109 candies. I will need 83,000 dream shards to get it to level 50, 641,000 dream shards to get it to level 60, But by the time I get it to level 50, I'm going to mint it and sub-skill seed it so that I can actually make it usable on the team, which means that it'll be about 768,000 Dream Shards. So hold on, let's make it level, oopsie. Let's make it level 50, not 450, my goodness. Let's make it level 50, say I just got it there. Level 60, 669,000 Dream Shards and 1,549 candies. So it was like what, 700,000, 800,000 for the Suicune, 669,000 for this Raichu, plus what it's taking to get them to level 50. And Dream Shards, though you can do pretty well getting the Dream Shards that you need, Dream Shards are still a really valuable resource to have. So I figured for this event, the only legendary that I don't have a really good one of is Entei. And originally my plan was going to be, let's go to Tao Palo and look for an Entei. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, how much would I have to spend to get an Entei? Not only to catch one, you know, it's probably not going to be hungry, it's probably not going to be shiny, it's going to take a ton of biscuits, and even if I do catch one, is it going to be good? Probably not. So then how many biscuits, Dream Shards, like weeks of not being able to get the area bonus up of expert mode, do I have to spend before actually getting a good Entei? And is it even worth it? Do I need a good Entei? And honestly, if I need a fire type, if I look at my fire type box, you know, I felt like the only thing that I might need Entei for, the only time that I have run into an issue where I'm like, oh, if only I had a good Entei, was for the ingredients. Was because I needed tomatoes. And maybe if I had a good Entei, I'd be able to get the ingredients from it. So to me, it's just not as worth it to, it's worth it to have, you know, the legendaries in my collection. But to me, it's been more worth it to farm up Dream Shards and focus on just getting my expert mode area bonus up. And I absolutely love expert mode. I love the strategy. I love the team building. It just adds so much more to the game, I feel like. And I've been like surprised that people aren't going like absolutely crazy over the fact that expert mode exists and not everyone is like using it every single week, because yeah, it's a little bit of an expense, but a couple sleep points is, you know, I'm willing to invest the sleep points to go to expert mode every week. But it's just so much fun to be so dynamic with the game. And it obviously, like, we had it set, the favorite berries and stuff set these past 2 weeks, but it's still just so much fun with how dynamic it is. And I want that area bonus up there. I want to just go to expert mode until getting 75% area bonus, which I don't think I can do before the new island comes out, because what, it's 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So yeah, I probably won't be, yeah, you can't really get to 75% area bonus, I don't think, before the new island comes out, but that being said, I'll be closer than many other people will be at the time. And that's just my thoughts about the legendary event. Super fun event. I have loved it. I didn't even use a good camp ticket week 1. I did week 2 just kind of for fun, because I wanted to make sure that I can hit all of the goals for the missions, and I'll be able to get Master 5 over the next 2 days, I believe anyway. And I just wanted to be able to hit all of the mission goals to get all the materials. In terms of the materials, because I haven't been sinking materials into the legendaries, I have bought one of each type of incense, and that is specifically to hold on to them, because that's a strategy that I did not follow. Let me switch back here. That's a strategy that I didn't follow in the first legendary events, to hold on to an incense to look for specific sleep styles, and when I am more advanced in the game, I can use those incenses and hope to get the new sleep styles for the legendaries. So I bought one of each incense. I bought the Premier Biscuits so that in case I do run into one, I can use it, or I get Great Biscuits for free at the end. I've bought all of the handy candies because I'm running into a candy problem. I bought the main skill seed, and I bought all of the stones just so that I have them in stock. And I have 76 right now, and then I'm going to sink them into likely candies or more Premier Biscuits just to get more Great Biscuits tomorrow, because it's currently Saturday, so we have one more day of the event. But I might honestly just throw them all into Raichu and Suicune candies because those are the legendaries that I'm currently investing up. So anyway, that's just my little bit of a rant on the legendaries. I'm way more looking forward to Natu and Xatu with the berry week that we have coming up soon. And let me know what you think. Let me know how your event has gone, and I will see you all next time. Bye!